I put on for this, yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga. For all my life, they say I'm in hell, I end up in jail. I ain't gonna fight. My mama, she told me before it's time.
Yo, Rize Podcast family, what it do, what it is, what's happening, what's going on, how y'all feeling, how y'all doing today, man? First, I want to start off by saying, man, prayers to all the families affected by that bridge collapse today, man. That's man, it's mind-blowing. I know, man. And to the people, man, condolences. I mean, like, man, that's a rough one. You know what I mean? Prayers for everybody affected, you know what I mean? Immediately and outside, you know what I mean? With work, jobs, stuff like that. But, and, condolences to the people that lost their life, man, because, man, just imagine you got a destination to get to and you don't even make it across the bridge. So prayers go out to everybody, man. 5-time champ, 3 different weight divisions, man. A hard-hitting, devastating puncher. You call him Javante Tank Davis. We call him him. Redesigning minds, one mind at a time, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Under Armour, thanks for all you do for the gym and the community. EOE, education over everything. Shout out to Olivia Pope, man. Bad Girls Promotions, Coach Brandy, Coach Dre, holding it down over there, man. Helping out, man. Shout out to Damari, No Slip at www.noslihp.org. Use code RISE10, get 10% off. Make sure you go to kenichibed.com. Use code TRP, get 15% off. When you leave there, go to medkillerb.com. And then before you chill, go to therisepodcast.com. Support therisepodcast.com. And stay tuned because we got JBT merch coming also, man. You know what I mean? Man, listen, this thing right here with the JBT, we got J Hardcore Boxing News. He's giving you 2 shows, 8 in the morning, 8 at night. Around about 8:30 in the morning. We still working on his time in the morning. I'm just messing. We got Cash Sports giving you the history, man. Yesterday, I didn't catch the show today, but yesterday, man, he just showing you where the big events was held at, just showing you the venues. You know what I mean? Like, so when it comes to boxing, man, he just dropping the knowledge and the history. So shout out to Cash Sports, 2 o'clock. If y'all not subscribed to Cash Sports, man, you're doing yourself a great disservice. Then at 4 o'clock, man, you got The Voice. You know what I mean? He just trying to build, man. And he taught this sport that we love called boxing. So if y'all not subscribed to Just Do, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Just Do. Now understand this. Tomorrow's Wednesday. 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. We got Remo, Rich Threads, Let's Talk Fashion. New episode dropping tomorrow. The kid is up to date on a fast. He from Brooklyn, you know what I mean? He doing this thing. You know what I mean? You say the wrong word, you say the wrong thing, he might hit you with a pause. But right now they hitting you with the no diddy. You know what I mean? So shout out to Remo, Rich Threads. If y'all not subscribed to Let's Talk Fashion, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to them. We trying to get them up to 5,000 subscribers, man. The numbers moving, but if we all participate, all we got to do is just subscribe, and we'll have them there in no time. We over here, 21,000, hardcore over there, 22,000. I'm sure we can get them to 5,000 by Friday, man. Then, last but not least, you know who's spinning the block, turning off the lights? You got the Rize Podcast, man. So shout out to the JBT Network. Good, solid core people, man. Just with one common goal, man, to build and talk boxing, man. And have a good time in the process, man. So shout out to the JBT Network. If y'all not subscribed to the JBT Network, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to the JBT Network. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you know what I mean? Then make sure y'all show us some love. Shout out to EOE, education over everything. And last but not least, the coaches wearing it, the fighters wearing it, we wearing it. I think I might put my box raw sweatsuit on tomorrow. That's what I might put on tomorrow. Hanging out with my daughter tomorrow. She going to get our physical and fingerprints done for our first job. She happy. I'm happy. Even though I know she's still going to wear my pockets out. But, you know what I mean? She going to have her own income now. You know what I mean? She said, Daddy, I'm going to take you to dinner for your birthday this year. My other daughter took me last year. So shout out to my C-Dub, man. Let me hang with her tomorrow. I might put that box raw thing on. But y'all can say it with me. Box raw. Miss Tanya Van Joss Williams Jr., thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate the love, man. We still praying for you. Hope a speedy recovery. You heal up the way you're supposed to be. But just thank you for your continued support day in and day out, man. You hit me on Instagram, you DM me, you sending me funny clips or some stuff you need me to check out and watch. Shout out to you, Miss Tanya. Nephew Timothy Stoudemire, what's going on? $305. Excuse me, is in the building. Daryl Hopkins, Ace, what's happening? We gonna talk. What's going on? 2 likes and 5 people in the chat. Let's support the Rize and hit that like button now. You know it. Appreciate you. We gonna talk. Appreciate you. Hold up, I got something for you. Let me find it right here. Here we go.
Button. Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn
button. Push the button. That's all we asking for. Braxton McClendon, what's happening? Being in Box News, what's happening? Gerald Davis, what's up? All things is in the building. JQ Arden, how you feeling? Boss Dog, Miss Lisa Smith, thank you for everything that you do for the podcast. Also, I'm the real deal. Israel, how you doing, Queen? Where you been at? Hoy Fanks, my God, 757. Barbary J, Melanie Queen 27. Musa, Andre Noble, Big Ray, Fun, Scal Scrutler, North and Green Mountains in the building. All funny video, what it do? Million Films, you heard. Lea Luciano, my guy Blade, got to see my guy Blade working it out today. Okay. Uncle Dre, got your glasses on, huh? Stretched out boxing, what it do? Showtime, the guy Pass, what's happening? Scal Scruptory, Jay Wonderful, Bray Marlin, Musa, my guy Speedy, Death's Inedible. Miss Arena's in the building. Legacy Defined. Els, Marshawn West, what's going on, champ? Al Raphael, what's happening? Travaris Bowles, what's going on, champ? Aunt McQueen over there. Hey, if y'all ain't subscribed to Casual Corner, that's part of the JBT network, man. You want to break down these fighters, ain't nobody going to break them down like Aunt McQueen and Thomas Hill over there at Casual's Corner, man. You want to know who to bet on or get some insight, get your knowledge game up, make sure y'all go subscribe to Casual's Corner, man. Because don't nobody break it down like Aunt McQueen. Showtime, the guy Pass. What's going on, champ? Appreciate the support. Peace and blessings, Rize family. Peace and blessings to you and Jamila also. Sean P, what it do? Kentrell LeGrew, how you feeling? William Old School, what's going on, my guy? Cheryl Austin, what's happening? Miss Just Do is in the building. Okay, that means we might get a Just Do sighting tonight. We'll see. Black Fonz, what's happening? Okay, you got your glasses on. Key Alexandria, what's happening? And everybody else is coming in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming in. Man, we ready to talk this sport called boxing, man. We ready to get into a chopping it up tonight because in my mind, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet tonight. My question to you, let me get Miss Tanya. Let me get Miss Tanya real quick. Miss Tanya Van Joss Williams Jr., appreciate the support. Love Rize family, friends, thank you. Family, friends worldwide, location, fight for dangerous young him Davis. You know it. Damn, everybody want Just to talk, but not me. Damn, hey, you got Miss Just Do. Fitz Anderson, welcome to the Rize podcast, man. You gotta understand, Miss Just Do. We only at the ground level, man. Wait till we get up there, man. You never know. He might be sitting up there on a panel. You know what I mean? It's coming. I'm talking into existence, man, because the guy, he know his shit, and you know what I mean? And he always have a dope build, man. And people want to hear him. That's what you married into. But the one thing he said, I gotta check with my agent. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? D for the win, my guy. What's going on, champ? How you feeling? Big No Gaming, what it do? So my question is, Lamarcus Robinson, what's going on, champ? My question is Tszyu underestimating and overlooking Sebastian Fundora? Because he already talking about his next fight, and he ain't even get past this fight. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of, y'all always fuss at me, whatever. I go for the underdog. But I'm not quite sure I'm not quite sure if Fundora is really the underdog. Bruce Gas Boxing, Jason Moore is in the building. You coming on with me tonight, Bruce Gas? So my question is, how do y'all feel about it? Where you at McQueen? I dropped the link. My question is he overlooking them? How do y'all feel about it? Talk to me. Let me know. Because I think he overlooking them and underestimating them. And I'm kind of I think Fundora is going to put that hot shit on Tszyu. That's just my opinion. Y'all can let me know in the chat. Y'all can let me know in the chat. Shara Whitley, I ain't even see you. What's going on, Miss Shara? Still walking 96. What's up, champ? So, you know what I mean? Let me know how y'all feel. Is he overlooking them? Is he underestimating them? He think this is gonna be a walkthrough? Because you know what I mean, even though Fundora coming off of L, Devon McLeod, welcome to the Rize Podcast, champ. Even though he coming off of L, man, he's still coming to fight. They working it out now, Sean. They working it out on now. They got something coming. They trying to lock everything down, man. KQKC, what's going on, champ? How you feeling? Braxton McClendon said, yes, definitely. And it's disrespectful. And Fundora need to shut that shit down. Let's see if Crawford willing to fight Fundora. LOL. Fitz Anderson, best not. I remember what he did to Lubin in his face. Yes, sir. Oh, Miss Shara, that's you? I'm sorry. Melanie Queen 27, I'm sorry. I'm used to the Miss Shara Whitley. My bad. Okay, I got it now. Won't mess it up again. I apologize. The Chop Shop, what's going on, champ? I won't mess it up no more. Hopefully. Boxing Jaguar 40, what's going on, champ? Tawa Yugo Butu, what's happening? Where my guy Joshua Furlong at, man? Man, his boyfriend must have got him again, man. Let him on a podcast for one day. We see him every other month now. True Culture, what's going on? I got 10 with a body shot and a 6. I don't know. Hold up, KQ. I got something for you. What did I? Enzo 88, what's going on? Akilo Netta, how you feeling? Crystal Purnell, what's going on? My God, Casual's Corner.
What's going on with you, man? What's going on?
What's going on, champ? How you feeling?
Fantastic.
Oh, man, I'm just sitting over here chopping it up, talking this boxing, man. It's fight week, so I kept it simple and short tonight. You know what I mean? Piggybacking off the show from last night. In your mind, is Tszyu underestimating and overlooking Sebastian Fundora?
I don't know. I don't know if he's overlooking him or if he's just confident.
So, but is it that cockiness that can get him hurt? Because that's the ultimate disrespect. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm a fighter and you're a fighter, and you already talking about your next fight and you ain't get past this one, you know what I mean? That's more motivation. That's more fuel to the fire to put that fire under your ass. To make me want to
sure. I think it could be more motivation for Fundora for sure.
Yeah,
but by the same token, you know, if he's looking a step ahead, he could also be super motivated himself, Tszyu. I think it remains to be seen, man. I think it remains to be seen.
Dwayne Hasson's my guy. You ain't never tell me how you liked that package, champ. Did I do right with that package? Yeah, man. So Tim Layton, what's going on? Man, listen. Who you picking in that fight? Who you like in that fight? First off,
That is a tough one. It is a tough one. I ain't gonna lie to you, because the last time my guy, what's his name, Tszyu fought a southpaw, it was against Wade Ryan. This was like in 2017,
I told you,
and he got dropped in that fight. He got dropped in that fight with a little left hand straight down the middle.
got a murder. What it do?
He was reaching with that. He was reaching with that brick hand. Tried to throw that right hand, senior, and it fell just short. Got hit with a left. Sat him down. So
Yeah, my bad. So you gotta pick one. You know, I can't let y'all keep straddling the fence. Y'all got to give me some answers. I need some understanding. I need to know who you picking. I need to know who you picking at.
That's why we always got to do the what's name, man. We always got to do the mathematical equation and look at everything.
So,
we got to
right
look at everything.
Right now, at this point, right? If you had to put that dollar down, right now, at this point, right? From your understanding on it right now, who would you put that dollar on?
God damn, it really is that tough to me, man. Because I can't just say just because a guy got clipped in his last fight and this, that, and the third, that it's going to be a given that Tszyu going to do the same thing.
Okay, Dwayne Haskins. Okay.
Tough. It's tough. I could definitely see Tszyu winning, but then I could also see Fundora winning because there are a couple of things that Tszyu does. Like, for example, this defense is primarily the high guard. Every now and again, he might throw in that little catch and shoot, and he got a solid catch and shoot game too. But for the most part, it's that high guard, and I know that Fundora loves to shoot that uppercut. Especially, he try to set that trap. He'll shoot the jab and then shoot the short little left uppercut. He like to shoot that shit straight down the middle. And Tszyu is wide open, straight down the middle. And like he got good upper body movement, but he Frankenstein from the waist down, them feet, everything is in a straight line. It's gonna be tough, man.
God, give me what's going on, Coach?
Man, just listen to him. His analyzers on point too.
This is my guy. You met Ant McQueen yet?
No, it's the first time meeting him.
This is my guy, Ant McQueen. He part of the JBT network. He over there with Casual Corner. And what he do is he break a fighter down all the way down from his head to his feet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Him and my guy Thomas Hill, they gonna break a fighter all the way down. You know what I mean? They gonna let you know, you know what I mean, what's what is, what they good at, what they bad at, what they don't do, what they need to learn. So you know what I mean, he come on and rock with us tonight.
I'm glad. Look, God is great. I'm glad I got a chance to come on here. Break down Tank for me.
What's up, Bruce Gas?
Break down Tank.
Yeah, break down Tank.
I'll say this from several fights. I feel like we got bits and pieces of different things.
Okay.
Like the other day, I was chopping it up with Greg Pratt. Shout out to my guy GP, and I was talking about the inside game that he showed in the second round, and it was just little things that he was doing, like when they were body to body, when he just walked his feet back just 2 steps, framed him, put that forearm up in him, through the uppercut, then through the hook behind it. And I was talking to GP about punch selection and the importance of certain shots. Like if he were to throw the hook first instead of the uppercut, he probably would have knocked him offline and he wouldn't have been able to get that second shot off. But being that Pedraza is hunched over and he's basically like leaning over his front foot, the uppercut lifted him up and created an opening for the hook. And then that also created another opening for the hook to the body too, because then now he's raised up. And then the other thing, I think it was you that might have been yelling, keep touching him in the Barrios fight. Because I had a whole argument with somebody who was saying, oh, he was getting outboxed. I said Barrios didn't really land nothing of substance until maybe about the 4th or 5th round. early on when he didn't want to get touched with the jab and he was just out there in that long guard and controlling his lead hand, he took that away. Another thing that was extremely impressive to me about that fight in particular was in the second round, there's a sequence where he hits him with about 2 or 3 feints a series, and he was noticing that Barrios was pulling straight back with that lead hand extended. He kept that in the back pocket and didn't go back to it until the 8th round, and then that's when he dropped him with the overhand right because he hit him with the same series of feints and realized, like, okay, he's pulling straight back again with the lead hand extended, came right over the top. So the one thing I like about Tank in particular is that it's just a myriad of ways. Like, you got really good fighters can react to things, and really great fighters can create things that can be taken advantage of. Being able to manufacture openings is completely different than being able to just take advantage of something and just react to something. But forcing a guy into a mistake is something else. And he's good with that.
Any questions, Coach? Any questions?
I mean, if you look at all Tank's fights, we're training him according to what type of battle we're going into. Every fight never's going to be the same. You'll never see the same style out of Tank because back when he was young, we always taught him to be a chameleon. Never show the same look all the time. And if you go look at all his fights, you'll never see the same look because every situation is always different. You know, like this fight we got coming up with Martin. You know what I'm saying? We just don't prepare him for that one guy. We prepare him for many guys. You know, that's why Coach Kenny, what's up, bro?
What's happening?
That's why we are good. You know, it's not one coach, it's 2 coaches. You know what I'm saying? Because we run it like a business when it comes to in the gym, at the camp. You always hear me talk about that camp was very important. Because what you did in camp would tell you what you did at the fight. You know what I'm saying? But then you also understand the business and the level of guys that they put guys in to get to that guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of fans missing. That them guys trying to get to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy is the real goal. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get past, I use an example when Seth Mitchell ran into a problem with Golden Boy, and they see that he didn't have certain mechanics. That's when they should have pulled him back, took him off of TV to work on the mechanics to put him back in that situation. You know, a lot of times when you see a fighter, they keep pushing him. You know what I'm saying? And not fixing the problem before you go into the problem and whatnot. But you're analyzing of how you would and the things you see Tank does. You know what I'm saying? Like I always said, and I've been saying it since day one, nobody's seen the best of Tank yet. Nobody haven't brought it out of him yet. And we're looking for that fighter to bring the best out of him.
I agree with that. And that's why I was mentioning various fights, because you've seen bits and pieces of it. Where it's like in one fight, being able to manufacture something, in another fight, just like excellent pattern recognition. Like I seen with Rolly, he was throwing the same combination over and over again. 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1. Everybody knows about the Leo Santa Cruz thing with the 3 straight right hands and being able to time them off of that.
That fight, I think Tank was the most focused in his life because it brought him back. It brought him back to his true essence when he was fighting Cruz, and he got the knockout of the year because he landed. That fight scared me. I thought that boy wasn't gonna get back up. The way how he hit him, didn't it, Kenny?
Talk about the Santa Cruz fight?
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That was crazy. That fight reminded me of like the first world title. That was Kenny's work. That hook he caught him with. You know what I'm saying? For driving, that was Kenny's work. The Santa Cruz work was mine. You know what I'm saying? Because we kept running the same combination. Guess what? And he got mad with me one night. Yo, why you keep doing that? Don't worry about it. Then time went down. He went back and looked and said, yo, y'all jokers are genius. You know what I'm saying? It's like the day we had an argument, Kenny, you would have loved this, right? Him said to Ruff, I got to work on such. He say, nigga, go back and look at your fights. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes fighters forget their arsenal. And so we have to go in and remind them his strength. You know what I'm saying? And then find new strength for the new guy that we standing in front of. We actually make little suggestions. Kenny say, "Oh, you're gonna get him with this punch." I'm gonna say you're gonna get him with this punch. He'll say he's gonna get him with these punches. So that's 3 punches we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because shots are just shots. You know what I'm saying? That you catch people with. You know what I'm saying? You hear fighters sometimes say, "Man, he caught me with a lucky punch," or "I ain't seen the shot." You know what I'm saying? That happens. You know. We talk about his footwork crazy. The best person that I seen break him down, that be on him from step to step, from people from overseas. When I look at their videos, they just not looking at the fight. They trying to find out how a way to beat him. You know what I'm saying? And that reason why I asked you that question, because you trying to find holes. Everybody trying to find holes. Remember the I came from that mob of Michael Jordan, the triangle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was trying to run that play, but they couldn't run it the way they ran. You get what I'm saying? Because it was something unique about it. You know, Phil had the game plan on that triangle. You know, and Mike was the source. That's why I call take the Michael Jordan in boxing sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think you got any glaring holes, and I gotta agree with my guy Teddy Atlas. He called him the most complete fighter in boxing today.
That's my guy, Teddy.
And sometimes
That's
I
my
don't look
guy.
for holes when I look at fighters, because my perspective is changing daily on just like what is a hole and what isn't. Because for example, you know, a lot of times we get so caught up in aesthetic that we forget about functionality and effectiveness. And then also why certain guys do what they do. Like initially, like I would look at a guy like Benavidez and I'd be like, man, his footwork is this, that, and the third. But then I realized, okay, you fighting against the guys that like to move. It's a lot harder to cut the ring off in a bladed stance as opposed to this being a little bit more forward, being a little bit more squared. And also when you talk about the combinations that he likes to throw. If you more bladed and your brick hand is all the way back here, it's a lot harder to get that off as opposed to being just a tad bit more square and being able to just work. And you see the way that he likes to work. That's how he likes to work. But I will agree with you on one thing, 1000%, as far as certain things not getting shored up, certain little chinks in the armor. And I peeped it with Teofimo. Like we went back, shout out to my guy Thomas Hill, but we went back and we were noticing in them open stance matchups in particular. Like they don't seem to have any interest in blocking off the exit. I'm like, how many times can you allow the guy to keep escaping on the weak side and you don't block the exit off and you complain about the guy running? It's your job to block that exit off. If you're not gonna establish that lead foot dominance, throw a punch to try to deter him and corral him and keep him in place. But they don't do that.
No, you know what happened there? It's a new thing going on. Punches against guys. They starting to understand, and it started from Boots fight. If I stand in front of him, I'm subject to get hurt. And if you notice the Boots fight, Teofimo fight, Shakur fight, that them guys not standing in there. Reason why? Because they surviving to stay alive through the fight. You know, so is it a fight or they're running? So now, like you said, they got to figure out how not just to look for the knockout, look for them shots and whatnot to actually catch one, because they're not going to stand there and give it to you. They're going to try to get theirs and get off, you know, unless you just got something that they can't keep you off them. And that happens sometimes. You just can't keep a person off, you know.
True indeed. But I feel like if you're the guy that's looking to make the fight, you got to find a way to try to corral the other guy. Like you can't just allow just shoddy footwork or even just understanding the positioning. Because I was watching what's my guy's name? Cello, who is De Los Santos's coach. And he to where he was just a little bit apprehensive.
Come back again, it went out.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, I was saying I was watching that what's that that Blood, Sweat, and Tears when they had Shakur versus De Los Santos, and I was peeping what Cello was saying. Cello is De Los Santos's coach, and he was trying to prep him on position, and he's like, yo, every time he put his foot here, he's getting ready to do XYZ. So I feel like that had him a little bit too vigilant, a little bit too disciplined. Because I mean, at one point in time, do you realize that the guy ain't let his brick go in 4 or 5 rounds? I actually went and rewatched the fight and counted how many times he threw a left hand. and within like 5 rounds, he only threw it about 3 or 4 times. And at that point, if you're saying the guy ain't got no power, you got to try to step to him. You can't just sit there and posture and point at the ring and be upset that the guy is running. Another thing I thought he did extremely well was I think that Shakur understood, that De Los Santos understood what he was trying to do every time he got in a certain position. Because one thing that Shakur is extremely good at, from what I've seen, is timing people on the entry. Like, soon as your feet align, he's letting something go, and it's typically 2 or 3 shots, something like that. He's letting that go. Soon as you hit that front door, it's bop, 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 and then he's pivoting off, or he's pivoting and jabbing at the same time and changing the angle. So if he's not doing that, you gotta step to him. If he ain't letting his hands go and make the fight.
You just said that. Unless you got something that you gotta what? Keep them off. You gotta keep them off. And some fighters are very good at that. Going back to that Teofimo, when he just got frustrated, to tell you the truth. He really got frustrated. I call that immaturity. You know what I'm saying? Not understanding what was going on. And the corner didn't even tell him what was going on. You know what I'm saying? That the guy really ain't gonna engage, but he's appearing like he's gonna engage. You know what I'm saying? Bradley said it most. He lied to us. He didn't tell us what he was going to do. What he was supposed to tell you? You know, so I found it funny, you know. And he fought a good strategy fight. Because he frustrated Tszyu. But Tszyu was trying to fight, but they didn't understand Tszyu name is that guy. I get what I'm saying? He's the one that's bringing the forefront to the fight. You know what I'm saying? So you got to fight him. You got to turn it into something to make something out of it, to actually get the fans and the public to actually rob about it. Could have been a draw. They think he won the fight. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you see what the call was.
I agree with that. But the thing is, like, I feel like it goes beyond that fight, because I went and rewatched the Sandor Martin fight, and my guy got dropped with like 2 check hooks in that fight, and it was the same situation. He couldn't block the exit. He wasn't working behind his jab. He's trying to throw his brick. He's overextending, reaching. He's far way over his front foot, and he's getting tagged with little short shots. And it's not like he's getting hurt, but he's just so off balance. I mean, if you get touched on the way down, it's a knockdown either way.
That's true.
You ain't got to be hurt. So I think that there's like little things like that he just gotta tighten up. And I don't feel like his dad helps, because it's just he's in the corner telling him, "You're doing great, just knock him out." And like that's not good advice. The guy keeps escaping to the same side. You got to tell him what to do.
Yeah. Well, again, the corner, the fighter, the athlete, you know what I'm saying? The situation, the person they stand, all them plays factors in there, you know, going into situations with a fight, you know what I'm saying? All them play situations, but you have to be able to adapt at every round in different parts of the round, because sometimes fighters get lackadaisy in the fight, you know what I'm saying? You know, and lose their focusedness. But we wait to see. I'm waiting to see how Boots look from his next fight coming up. You know what I'm saying? I've been in their camp. He looked good the last time we seen him, man. He looking real good, you know. So can't wait to see him do things, you know. It's fun going to other guys that, you know, they name guys and seeing them work and seeing how they mature from the last fight, because that's the big difference, you know.
Bruce Gas, my guy, talk to me. What's going on, champ?
Hey, I'm learning a lot up here, man. I'm listening to Tank Davis's right-hand man up here, the right hand and left hand. And hey, man, you know, I've been following Tank since way back when he punched that punching meter, and he had the same effect as Deontay Wilder, just short of Wilder. But it was stronger than Dominic Breazeale, and it was unheard of. And I'm saying, man, this is the only cat at 135, 140 that can end a fight anytime. And that's what fighters like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevens, Teofimo Lopez, they lack that. They lack that fucking impact. And that's what makes Tank a great fighter. What I want to see Tank do is fight these other fighters. I've been waiting for years to see him fight the elite, man. They had the 4 kings and they didn't mix it up. And that's my only fault, man. Aside from that, man, I ride with Tank until somebody knocks him off the train, bro. But I mean, he's a complete fighter.
Well, you missed our last episode when Leonard was on there. It's because of the business, y'all. It's not the fighters. You know what I'm saying? The key word that Leonard used to say, scared. Ain't nobody scared of each other. You know what I'm saying? It's because we're on their platform. You know what I'm saying? And when they sitting at them round tables talking about the business, you with me? It got to make sense for the business too. We had the two greatest fighters in the world. Couldn't even compare the numbers with Tank and Garcia. That means that many people ain't tuned in, and they were supposed to be the top guys in the world. Am I right or wrong? So at the end of the day,
boxing's different than when I grew up, man. I grew up in the 80s and the 70s, and it was a whole different thing. Fighters fought each other. As a matter of fact, 50 years ago from today, man, it was George Foreman and Ken Norton in Caracas, Venezuela, the 2-round massacre. And there was no negotiating for that fight. They didn't have to argue for that fight, man. Ken Norton was, he come off of beating Ali. George Foreman come off of beating Joe Frazier. We wanted to see that fight. There was no bullshit like this going on today, going back and forth. That fight was made. Why isn't that shit being done with our boy Tank Davis, man? Because I want to see him in these situations. I want to see.
And as you see, them guys are fighting. All of them are moving right now. Everybody been moving and whatnot. It's just the right time and the right move for them. When I look at it, I say, and I always sit there and say, they're going to fight each other. It's just who going to wait who out and who's going to take the chances with them. You know what I'm saying? Tank fought at Garcia already. Devin and Haney ready to get it on. You know what I'm saying? Who else next? We ready to fight Martin. Martin, he wasn't in the first of the All of them was at 35 at first. That's where it started at. The Four Kings. It started at 35. Guys start getting heat, and guess what they start doing? Moving up. Only one that's truly still 35 is Roman Chico, right? Shakur just moved up to 35. Am I right or wrong?
Oh yeah.
Garcia fought Tank at 35. He went up to 40. Devin was at 35. He at 40. So they really in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? So they really left 35 and went to where?
Well, Tank's already won a title at the 40. So I don't see, and he's a big 135er. And it amazes me how he makes that weight. I don't see why he was
the first one. He was the first one to go up to 140 and fight. They wasn't even doing it. They wasn't even thinking about going up to 140. If you look at Tank history when he was young, he wasn't disciplined to watch what he was doing outside the ring as far as his weight. You know what I'm saying? Then as he started climbing and started understanding, maturing, he started becoming disciplined. So actually, Tank wasn't supposed to be at 135, 140. He fought at 135 when he was fighting 130, 126. Right or wrong, Kenny?
Yep.
Get what I'm saying? So we take chances according to the time to take chances when we see that we don't want to look bad. If you go back and look and take him history, we had problems of him making weight at first. You know what I'm saying? But he's staying so disciplined now. We coming in on point.
Does he care about legacy?
Legacy stops when you stop boxing. He haven't stopped boxing yet. I have a legacy that I'm carrying, but when the day I sit there and die, that's what my legacy be talk about. All the work I had done from the day from the day that I was born all the way up to the day I die. That's your legacy. That's your true legacy.
She loving them. I appreciate the support. It's too many people in that table when it's time to talk. Appreciate you, champ. Your guy did good too. Your guy did good down there today, man. So
somebody sparred today. What happened? I'm saying.
Vito friend's son was in town for a job and he wanted to get some sparring.
Okay, how did it go? Who he sparred with? First and foremost,
he sparred Sniper.
What?
Yeah. He
not Vito from Jersey.
No, I know Vito in camp. I know where Vito at. Him and Lorenzo together.
That's little Tank gang father.
Oh, he came down.
No, his homeboy's son just won the Golden Gloves in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And he happened to be in town. He trying to get a job, and he was like he didn't want to pass up the opportunity to get some sparring.
Right. Okay. So he sparred Sniper.
Yeah.
Okay. Sniper about to turn pro. That's good.
Yeah.
How many rounds they do?
They were supposed to do 4. I left. Once they got set up, I left because I had to get ready.
They didn't get out the second round, Cal.
Oh, that's what I want to hear.
What happened?
Yeah. The kid was supposed to have been a 2-time national champion, but it didn't get past the second round.
You need to go back and do your homework, my brother.
Who? I said they did some good sparring.
No, you did. You 2 rounds when you supposed to do 4. When you do 4 and you make it through the 4, that was some good sparring.
She loving them out. I said, give him his credit. They did 3.
Okay, I go for that. I give him his credit. He did 3. He did 3. But when we go in the door, I'll give you a prime example. We went in Boot's house. I took old time machine. Well, we as me and Kenny, we took our team up there. They didn't even know that they was gonna do whatever rounds for 4 minutes straight. Am I right or wrong, Kenny?
No, was whatever you go in somebody else's house, you gotta follow.
You gotta do what they ask you to do. If I sit there and say, yo, we doing 20 minutes straight, non-stop, no water, nothing. Let's go. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? And Booth's dad said to me, he said, Cal, where these kids come from? Because they look good. Unconsciously, they didn't even know they was going 4 minutes straight each round.
We went to
That's
Philly
why I said good, and I didn't even train them for that. But that lets me know where their conditioning and where our training level was at. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Boots guy was putting on our guys, was putting them on. Am I right or wrong, Kenny? They stood strong.
Yeah.
And me and Boots was talking. We talked. Me and him talked because we old school. We going back and forth. And when a kid was doing something, I was telling him how to shut it down. You know what I'm saying? And he was he said, yo, they ain't scared to go.
Bo's like, I like that kid. I like that kid over there. I like that kid.
That's what he was saying. So that let us know that we on the same page. And actually, it was a therapeutical for me because me coming out my situation, I was in a slump. And going up there, man, spending time with them, man, yo, we had a nice time. And they came back and they learned something. Even they was like, coach, it's a different level. You know what I'm saying? And we try to do them things to actually enhance their IQ.
We went to Philly one time and we did 2 15-minute rounds. Did 15 minutes, took a 5-minute break, and did a second 15-minute rounds. That's the way they sparred in the gym we went to. And
I tell my guys, I don't care what you do. We do not quit. You know, don't I do that with your son? I don't care how bad the whooping is. I tell a coach, no, he deserved that because things he ain't doing in the gym.
Right. One thing I ain't got to worry about. I ain't got to worry about Junior quitting.
Say it again.
I ain't got to worry about Junior quitting. That nigga Earl said, "Oh, coach, you ain't got no more. You ain't got no more for me." No, I just had to throw up real quick. I'm good. Let's get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Andre Noble, appreciate the support. He said, Coach Calvin on point. Salute to the realists.
I try to be, man, because at the end of the day, it's bigger than boxing. I keep telling y'all that. I'm not training for the fight. I'm training for life. And you're right. Back in the day, because I'm gonna let Kenny take that. Back in the day, Kenny, why did they fight it the way that they fought it? And because why did they fight it the way that they fought it?
Because back in the day, fighters didn't know their worth. They didn't know the business side.
Excuse me, my brother. Say that word again.
They didn't know their worth. They didn't know the business side. They didn't even know what the number was on the fight. They just was happy to get the number that they got from whoever was controlling it. Today's fighter, they know what it's worth on TV or 8 round is worth. They know everything now, so you can't burn them. I'm not fighting them for much when it's worth this much. They know that now, thanks to Larry Holmes, Bernard Hopkins, and Floyd Mayweather for
Mike Tyson
for teaching people the business side. You know.
I had a conversation with.
If you went at a fighter back in the 70s and 80s and said you getting a fight for $100,000, shit, they was happy. But the fight was really worth over $1 million.
You got a bag in the opponent.
We sat at home back in the 80s and watched the fight on ABC, a 15-round fight on ABC Wild World of Sports, and them guys ain't getting no more than 12, 15 grand. That's terrible. And some of them fights, they should have been on pay-per-view. They way better than the fights today. Them guys going home with 15 grand. That shit wasn't right. Terrible. But they can't do that now because fighters.
I know a lot of these dudes too. And the sad thing is, man, a lot of these guys, they were heroes back in the day. They're all broke today, man. You know, they're waiting for their SSI checks every month, man. And it's sad, man. The fucking guys that should be having fucking maids and chefs waiting on them, cooking for them, and living in mansions. they're living in Section 8, and it's a fucking shame, bro.
That's because they
And
didn't
that's
know.
why Floyd Mayweather say a fighter should get the lion shares of the fight.
The
If you
fighters
watch
didn't
some
know
fights,
back
man,
then.
when them fighters leave that arena, man, they busted up. They are busted up. They are hurting. Ribs, shots that they got hit with, people don't know. They are hurting.
Blood, sweat, and tears, man. The fighters should get the most. You know, they're going through hell. And some of the trainers don't even know what it's worth. You know, the trainers just happy to be on TV. They don't give a fuck. I'm talking about fight back then. Now we know. You
We
can't
seen
come
so much stuff.
up
We
and
seen
tell me the fight is worth this much. That shit ain't true. Give me what my fight is worth.
so much stuff in this fight game, man. It makes your hair curl. It makes you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is because it's their platform.
And
But
it
you have
ain't
to.
gonna never go back to what it was either, man. So if you didn't see it
No,
back,
no. But the network is getting smart. You got to look at it. The network, if you want to get that money, you got to fight somebody. If you want to get that money, you got to make people want to come see you fight somebody. I said it again. We had two of the premier fighters in the world, 147 weight class, man. And when I look at numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do as well as Tank and Garcia did. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at that fight, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody been asking for that fight. Am I right or wrong?
For years.
For years. And it happened. It happened in their prime. That was supposed to be the fight that I thought would exceed past Floyd in them numbers. Makes sense?
Smoothie King, Remo, let's talk fashion. Hashtag JBT. Could y'all talk on the experience of sending Tank out there with Danny Garcia to work for the Zed fight?
Danny Garcia. I had a phone call from Danny Garcia that he needed a southpaw. And I know Danny from the amateurs, and I just wanted to see his dad again so we can reconnect because they didn't see me because we had so many deaths going on in the gym. And it was like a privilege and an honor just to be a Danny because Danny came through the amateurs, man, and he was fighting everybody. Danny fought everybody they put him in front of. You know what I'm saying? And when Danny called, we went up there, man. It was like a reunion, yo. And first thing he said there, Danny remember the fighter. The fighter, remember my fighter that fought. That was Angelo, Kenny.
Yeah, I remember.
And his dad said, "Yo, where that kid at?" And the thing that shocked me, Angelo was 6 feet under, and Danny Garcia had just won his world title. And the same thing happened with Terrence Crawford. I had a kid that was on their level. I just said his name. Angelo fought Terrence Crawford in the amateurs. And the first thing Terrence Crawford said to me, "Yo, where that guy I fought? He was bad." You know what I'm saying? And we talking about Angelo. You know what I'm saying? How things happen when they don't do certain things. Their career went this way. I got a kid 6 feet under that rock with the best them days, you know? So, but when I sing Angelo, God says Danny's dad, man, you know, I'm gonna send y'all the picture, man. It was a great moment that day, you know, because seeing each other in the Angelo, the first thing he asked me, "Yo, where you been at?" You know what I'm saying? Because he was looking forward to seeing Angelo turning pro and whatnot. And then some people don't understand how him and kid from out of Philly beef. What's his name?
Farmer.
What's his name? Huh?
Tevin Farmer.
Tevin Farmer. Because of Angelo. You know what I'm saying? That's why that incident between Tevin Farmer and him don't get along that much. You know what I'm saying? Because of Angelo. Gave y'all a little bit of history there.
Movie King. Coach Kenny, Plant need his lick back. I'm gonna go get that snack.
Say what?
He said Plant need his lick. Kenny Plant need his lick back. I'm gonna go get that snack.
No, I thought Plant smacked him.
Yeah, Plant smacked Charlo. She loving him out.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's the other
You
way
mean
around.
Charlo need his lick back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Big Dog Willie, appreciate the support. He said, salute to the Rize podcast.
Thank you.
Old Mac Original. Fighters back then for legacy. That's different. So you gotta understand, fighters back then, they got a bag in the opponent. Wasn't no negotiations. Here with your
No.
bag, and this who you fighting. You know what I mean?
Actually, if you watch some of the movies, you'll see how they carry. They come in the gym and say, yo, you gotta fight. Woo woo woo. And they was ready to fight. It was a different them guys. You hear most fighters that's good fighters that sit there and say, them fighters back then, they was fighters.
They couldn't pull their opponent up on the internet and watch him.
Say it again, Kenny.
They couldn't pull their opponent up on the internet and watch him. You know,
that's real talk.
Walk into the ring.
That's real talk. They didn't go spar each other and all that stuff. It was like, let's go get it.
These guys don't want to fight you unless they sparred you before. All of those dumbass.
Nah, big difference, man. They came to party. They understood that. They understood the art of war.
Can't stop Uncle E. Appreciate the support. What's next for Truck? I'm ready to see him shine.
Right now, he's in a good space, good position. He's trying to keep good energy around him. Just waiting for him to say he's ready. You know, trying to make, you know, when you come off an injury, you want to make sure everything is clicking so you don't have no excuses. So that's all he's doing is just staying in the lab, getting ready for his return.
Tasha Reese White, appreciate you becoming a new member. All right, so why I got both of y'all? Why I got all three? Well, why I got all four of y'all on here? I already asked Aunt McQueen. My question to y'all, this is a topic for the night. Is Tszyu underestimating and overlooking Sebastian Fundora?
You first, Kenny.
I don't think he underestimated him. I mean, he knows Fundora can fight.
What do you think, Bruce Gas?
Well, from what I hear, Tszyu's got serious negotiations with Bud Crawford if he gets by Fundora. Now you look at the pictures, man. The pictures with Fundora standing next to Tszyu will blow your mind. It looks like fucking Wilt Chamberlain when he was standing next to Muhammad Ali when they were talking about a fight back then. It's freaky proportions. And people are saying Fundora should move up. He should put more weight on. He should be a middleweight, even a super middleweight. But I think this is going to be a good fight, man. I wouldn't underestimate Fundora. I think he's healed up from that knockout loss, and it's it's strange. A fighter's just coming off a knockout loss when he gets shuffled right into a title fight, and a pay-per-view title fight of all things. So
What are you talking about?
You cannot underestimate the man. Tszyu, like I said, he might be thinking ahead to big money fight down the road against Bud Crawford, and he can't do that. Don't underestimate this kid. But if you're gonna put a gun to my head, I'll put my money on Tszyu in this fight.
Me, both y'all got it right. Both y'all got it right. Y'all definitely got it right. I was saying the same thing about Tszyu going into this fight. But when Leonard said something to me, it's hard to get ready for an opponent that quick. Hard. And it was said to me, they looking at Tszyu like his dad. He's not like his dad, And Fundora, he coming to fight. I had that thing, that dad coming off that devastating knockout, but I'm looking at the jewels that they put in front of them. They giving them an opportunity to put on a good performance that night. And Tszyu gonna have to make the adjustments because again, hype don't fight. Can he make them adjustments? Because when you look at his armor, dealing with a guy that tall, and if Fundora keep his range and keep shooting them shots that he was shooting, like you said with that uppercut, somebody gonna have problems that night because it's hard to find that punch at that height, and he threw it very well for that height. So Tim looking for shots shooting straight at him. You know what I'm saying? Fundora, he know how to bring that stuff under. He brings it underneath like he a little guy. So it's gonna be real interesting. But like I said, them jewels and all that stuff that they put in front of him, you get a chance to fight Crawford. I mean, it's gonna make you push through that fight. So like you said, I can't underestimate Fundora. I can't now. You get what I'm saying? Because his heart is big. His heart is big, and that mental aspect is who wanted the most, you know, and who camp was the best camp at that particular switch. You understand what I'm saying? And I think Fundora might have a edge because he's always the tall guy fighting the short guy. So he don't have to make too much adjustment for him.
I think that's a fair point too, because he was already training for another fight too. So it's not like he's just coming off the couch on some short notice. He was already training for something.
No, he was getting ready. He was already going in the war. It's not like he was sitting on there and somebody said, hey, let's call him out. Good point there. You're on the money. So it's going to be it's a fight that everybody want to sit there and watch, because again, I was the same way. I was like, man, Tszyu gonna come in there and be the zookeeper. You know what I'm saying? But then after I started listening and seeing what was going on, I said, man, this is going to be a crazy fight. It'll make all fight fans want to sit in front of them and see how the outcome going to be, because both of them, whoever win or lose, whoever win, life change.
You think this is a better fight than if he was fighting Keith Thurman?
Tszyu, again, that was a marketing move. Name guy, but this particular fight right there is a who life want to change. This a life changing fight right here. Because I remember when we had a situation with Caesar, and we fought what's the kid we fought out of Detroit?
Tony Harrison.
We'd have beat Tony Harrison. We'd have been in the same position as Swift was when he was moving up the ladder. The exact same thing. Certain fights can change the fight of life, and he can come great after that fight. So this fight right here, it's a lot on the table. This fight is going to put him in a position to stand in Terrence Crawford's. That's major. That is major. And then if that fight happens, that's major. Then it start a new conversation. So this fight right here, everything goes this fight. They're gonna have to put it on the line. They're gonna have to put it on the line because it's a lot of stakes. So it's a man, somebody giving you what, 2 belts?
4.
2 belts. And you get to fight Terrence Crawford when you win.
It's 4
Man,
belts.
that's a step up.
Undisputed, right?
Yeah. So
I thought this was unified. I know it was the WBO, then they just incorporated the WBC. They added the other belts as well.
I think it's 4 belts.
No. I'm sorry.
Or 3?
It's supposed to be 2, WBO and WBC.
22.
I thought it was undisputed.
I thought we were talking about the fights on the card. I don't know, man. I think
Go ahead, take a hit, Bruce. Go ahead, take a hit, Bruce. Get it together.
I've been looking for it, man. I can't find my fight.
Oh my God.
I'm ready to go.
Only on the Rize podcast.
No, Coach Kenny, he was saying my young boy Plant, Tyler. I think his name was Tyler. They call him Plant, the one that sparred Sniper.
Okay.
He was saying my young boy, we call him Plant, the one from the day. He need to get his back. He gonna get the snack for him.
Okay. Oh, he gonna get some snack. Oh, he needs some snack. He needs some snack.
Snack gonna make him shoot up past his weight class.
Oh, we see that. Good call, Kenny. Good call, man. Good call.
Mess with Snack, he won't get too heavy.
Yeah, but like I said, man, when you in them corners coaching the fighter, man, like it's a lot of things that goes on the mind and making sure everything is on point and whatnot, you know. So, you know, everybody used to fuss me. Do you get mad with Flo when he used to do that? No. You understand? Because he been the lands I ain't been there. Okay. He got some snack for you.
You know, I took this stuff 25 years ago when it first came out, because I used to sell nutritional supplements. I figured I'd try it again because I don't sleep a lot. I sleep maybe 5-6 hours, but I still feel good. I tried it. It ain't that good. I don't know why. Victor Conte, he better be selling steroids, because his nutritional supplements aren't as good as I thought they were going to be, man. I give this stuff a 3 out of 10 rating. It kind of felt like I had a hangover in the morning, and you know, I don't need the anabolic effects anymore. But yeah, hey man, snack is snack.
Show me that other thing.
What this? But
Yeah, show me that.
my
Yeah,
Tucker
let me see
too.
it again.
There you
That's
go.
the snack right there. That's why you don't sleep that good.
No. I'd be up all night, bro. I need that.
That's why you don't sleep good.
I don't take any. I don't take any mind altering substances. I don't put them in my body. I don't drink caffeine. No alcohol. No sedatives. No antidepressants. Nothing. All I drink is water. But I love marijuana. I smoke weed
Okay.
all day long, bro.
He said
All day.
that's the snack right there.
That's my snack. You know, I'm old. I'm stoned, and I got insurance. So stay the fuck out of my way.
Okay. Oh man. But all y'all got some good points there, man. So we'll be sitting in front of the TV to see how that thing gonna come out, man.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, we're gonna see that, and it's good. This is the Smile first platform out the gate, y'all. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at presentation. You know what I'm saying? You know, I learned a lot this week on the presentation and how they're gonna do it to get to the big fight. Because it's big fights after big fights after big fights after that, y'all. We're gonna have it's starting the year off right. You know,
we need it.
I'm looking forward to that Rolly and Pitbull fight. I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Because that fight, man, everybody was getting on me about Pitbull. He ain't look too good. Woo woo woo. But I knew why he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And but this fight, we should see what we want to see because both of them are eager. I don't think Rolly want to give up that belt that fast. You know what I'm saying? He got a world back belt. You think he want to give it up? So we gonna see. Do Pitbull really want to be that guy? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to understand. Go back and look at history, what they done to get them where they at now. And that would answer your question.
Ooh, big dog Willie, appreciate the support. He said today a content creator said Devin Haney could beat Earn Pryor in a fantasy fight. What would be the outcome of that bout? I would love your opinion.
Beat who? Did he say Earn Pryor?
April. It must be April Fool's Day.
It gotta be, man, because ain't nowhere in the world. Earn Pryor was one of the most fierce fighters back in the days. And they even said
it was
wait a minute. The guys that was on top of their game, they even said, man, I ain't fighting him.
At 140, maybe the best 140 pounder of all time is in my opinion, man.
Hey, he's right. That's a dream fight.
That's not even a fight. That's not even a fight, though.
Huh?
That's not even a fight. He would.
I agree with you that, but he can dream that could be fight. I had a dream. I don't dream that much. I woke up and said, God, I'm in a hotel. That's the closest you're gonna get to that fight. You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Thank God it's the dream.
Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He said Pitbull don't move no needles beating Rolly.
No, it's not the thing of him moving needles, but we're gonna see a fight. We're gonna see an action-packed fight. That's what fans want to see. Action-packed. When you go to the movie and you look at the trailer, you say, man, I'm gonna go see that. We already know what we're gonna get when we see that. Right around, y'all. We just want to know what round it happened in.
It ain't going past 5.
I say 6, 7.
Nah. 5 the most. Inside 5 rounds.
6, 7.
6, 7 inside 5. I'm a little bit shook for my guy Rolly. I'm a little scared.
So what you say there? What you think?
Cause them damn left hands. When he got clipped by Tank, it was a left hand. When he got dropped by Barroso, it was a left hand. That sparring session where he got clipped by Jahan Ingram, it was a left hand. He just can't seem to get out of the way of a left hand. I think it might be his kryptonite, similar to my guy in the UK. What's his name? Dillian White. If you look at every Dillian White loss, it was by uppercut. Or what's his name back in the day? Call the Truth Williams. Damn it! Every time Call the Truth Williams got knocked out, it was by a left hook. I think probably got a little bit of that Call the Truth Williams in him.
Me personally, is up to the coach paying attention to that, and did he actually work on that? You know what I'm saying? You know, and I think he did. He's a new coach. He's on the spotlight. He's going to try to do everything he's going to do because if he pull this one off, you know what I'm saying? So I just got to see how it unfolds that night. You know what I'm saying? You know, kidding. We might got a gift coming.
Hey.
Yo, we might got a gift from the Almighty.
Let the clock tick, see what we get.
Oh, I like that, boy. We need to put that on the shirt.
Damian Clark said he can't beat none of the top guys at 135, 140.
Ooh, who are you talking about?
Haney.
He been beating somebody.
Drink more water. Appreciate the support. Loving the convo. No nonsense boxing talk. Tell Smoothie King you docking his pay. Tszyu stopping Fundora within 6 rounds. Left over that lazy jab.
Okay, we'll see. You got your right. But in the words of my brother Kenny Adams, every fighter have the right if they train to fight.
That's right.
Hey, what's you guys' opinion on Devin and Ryan coming up? How's that fight going to end, man? I personally think Devin
Postpone.
Postpone?
Yeah, ain't
No, I don't think they're gonna postpone. I think, like I said again, Ryan went through it the same way with our fight. He's gonna go forward, but he's gonna be there and he's gonna shock the world.
Ryan's gonna shock the world?
He's gonna shock the world.
You should cash in on that one, man. That's good odds.
I'm just telling you what I know. Everybody think Garcia playing around, has been through what you call it. You know what I'm saying? That could be his motivation.
I
can say that. Why I can say that? I seen him stand in front of the best of all of them, and he tried until he got touched. Once he got touched, he said, "Oh no!"
And everybody can't touch him like that.
Yeah, but guess what? Ryan can touch some people like that.
Exactly.
One thing I do know that he can touch somebody like that. Give y'all something to think about.
Devin ain't been
like that. And he had time to be with his coach a little while now, you know, to work on some kinks. Because look at the last fight he just had. He looked pretty good. He didn't go in there and got a decision. What'd he do? He stopped this guy.
That was the best I seen his feet look. I was like, damn, I can't remember seeing Ryan utilize that much lateral movement. I can't recall. Like,
can I go back to this? Everybody that fight Tank Davis, it seems like they fight game changes, don't it?
Well, I mean, sometimes you got to reconsider. You got to reconsider. Go back to the drawing board.
That means that fighter care about what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But Rize got knocked out, like devastating knocked out. Came back, got a belt, champions, kept winning. You know what I'm saying? Closed the show. You know what I'm saying? Rody got a belt. He lost the Tank. You know what I'm saying? People are still undefeated. I mean, well, other than Tank. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the mix. This fight right here, again, life changer again. You know what I'm saying? To put him back in position to get to the bag. Got y'all thinking, don't I?
Damian Clark said he was talking about Pitbull flat-footed ass.
Well, we already know what Pitbull bring. He bring that Mexican style fight. Did we argue about that?
Why people have a problem with a fighter's style if it worked for them? You know, they say DC is flashy, Baltimore comes straight at you, Philly got the left hook. If that's what worked, that's what worked. If Mexicans are flat-footed, we still got over 100 Mexican champions that it worked for them.
I like the Bible, boy. He come with facts.
Styles make fights. If he's flat-footed, he can get it done. Well, guess what? He's
That's how it works. I remember when Spence Coast told what's his name there? Well, what style he gonna use? Style, you know?
Right. If the shit work, some of this shit people talking boxing is just a myth. It's just a myth. If a man flat-footed, he's flat-footed. If he can fight, he can fight.
Yeah.
Look at Marvin Johnson. He was one flat-footed motherfucker, but he coming after your ass every round.
1000%, Coach Kenny. And I think that a lot of times people just equate certain things to
A
being
lot
bad.
of people hear what somebody else say, don't know shit about boxing, and they just carry it because a former champion said it years ago, so they want to just keep carrying, but they don't even know they damn
1000%.
self.
Flat feet
Excuse
don't
me.
mean slow feet.
Exactly.
Excuse me, Brother Kenny. When you use that word, they don't know shit about boxing. Excuse my French. You gotta mention Floyd Mayweather's Roger. In the words
my
of Roger
Mayweather
Mayweather.
voice.
Yeah, give him his props, man. Give him his props.
Damian Clark, appreciate you. Said Cabrera outbox Cruz. He just got a gifted decision.
Reason why? Do I need to tell y'all? He's a name guy. He's a name guy. Who's bringing that? Who's doing this to the people?
Did he really outbox him, or was it that our expectation was that Pitbull was supposed to knock him out because he was the name guy? We gotta weigh that out as well.
And let me add Pitbull to that list of guys that's saying, I ain't standing there and fighting him.
I don't know. I rewatched that fight recently, Drink More Water, and I didn't really feel like Cabrera got robbed. Like, he did some good work as far as like being able to evade the attack, but there wasn't enough output. Like, you got to land punches too. It's not just not get hit. You got to hit and not get hit.
He know boxing, man.
You got to hit and not get hit.
Bro.
I ain't see the fighter yet that didn't get hit. That's another myth.
Yeah, that. Right. Oh, he get hit too much.
That's another myth.
Hey, you're in a
Everybody
fight.
gonna get hit. If there was ever a fighter that didn't get hit, he'd be undefeated forever.
Exactly. Some of the greats, like, people love to throw these names out there. Floyd, Purnell, Willie Pett, man. I was watching that I don't even know if you call it a quadrilogy because they fought 4 times. I don't even know what the hell the word you use for that. But Sandy Sadler and Willie Pett. Sandy Sadler was whooping Willie Pett ass. He beat him like what, 3 times, something like that. Knocked him out like twice.
And
that's one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time. So everybody get hit. It happens.
Everybody get hit.
I call my grandmother right now, yo. That's one fight she done told me about all my life.
Yeah,
Sandy Sadler and Willie Pett.
Willie Pett. I always call him Slappy Sammy because that's all I can remember. You know what I mean? That, like, if I call her right now and be like, "What's your favorite fight?" She gonna tell you that fight right there.
I was watching George Benton, who they say is the inventor of the Philly shell. He was fighting, what's my guy's name? Alan Thomas.
Yeah.
And he was still getting touched. You know what I mean? Like, it happens.
Yeah.
Everybody get touched.
Everybody get touched.
Omac Original, appreciate his support. He said, dead by stoppage or straight beatdown, levels above. Key Alexandria, my donation for my part in the chat. My apology. I had to set the record straight when it comes to the lies and fake narratives about Tank. Salute. Appreciate you. One more. I got one more. Damian Clark say Cruz couldn't land, so what he getting points for? He also says, so it's okay for the right guy to not win, to not get the win.
No, it's not okay. That happens in boxing. I seen Pacquiao beat what's his name? Big Head.
Timothy Bradley. It happens.
It happens.
Definitely happens.
Boxing.
But then they set it up and then they got the rematch. Now you make more money on the rematch and so on and so forth. So
it happens, man. We seen it. We watch fights and we sit there and say, no, he clearly won. I see it in the amateurs.
All the time.
You know, it's a hurt piece. So you'd be like, God dang, what the hell would I do wrong? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the end of the day, the fans, through the ages of time, when we sit back and watch movies, they love this word. We want war. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
For some reason, our culture, all the cultures, like to see blood and sweat. Kenny, you see that knockout I sent to you?
No.
On Instagram.
Hey, I ain't see it yet. I'll check it out when I get off the phone.
Man, he floored the big African guy. Remember the guy that go to the ring and see he was fighting? He looked at him and said, man, I ain't fighting. He knocked the dude out, man.
A Jagba, yeah.
Yeah, he knocked the dude out, man. He had him twisted, yo. I thought he was doing a figure four.
Coach Josh say Floyd Mayweather versus Gotti. Only fight I watch where a fighter ain't get touched. LOL.
Oh man, Floyd, that was a masterpiece.
Hey,
right there. Floyd, and Gotti was that man. So Floyd had to show that, like, yo, I'm that dude. Floyd even said it.
Wait a minute.
Floyd put the judge there for him. That was major, right there.
On that.
Did you ever see
another one? Another one was Pernell Whitaker's debut.
How about Jones?
There you go. Oh my God.
You gonna drop?
Hey, Kenny, that's what you call a torpedo.
He threw that shit like Tommy Hearns.
Yo, that joint like a karate punch.
That's how Tommy Hearns used to throw that right hand. Hit the goddamn button.
Roy Jones.
Hey, you need to go in there and put Kenny on that, yo. Catch that part and put that on there when you run there here and make sure Kenny into that. I like what Kenny said.
Now there's been too many fights where another fight doesn't get finished. You go watch Vinny Patterson, Jones. I don't think Vinny hits him with 2 or 3 punches throughout the whole fight. Roy was mastering that fight, winning round after round till he stopped him. But there were some fighters like that. Pernell Whitaker, Wilfred Benitez. Really, you can't hit those guys in the ring with a freaking 12 gauge. I mean, they're all over the place. But they lack that thing, a complete fighter like Sugar Ray Robinson does. They lack that knockout power. They lack that solid chin. I mean, you gotta have everything to be the complete fighter. All these cats we're talking about, they're all great in their own way, but to be that man, you have to have all those tools in your toolbox. You gotta be defense, offense. You gotta have the chin. You gotta have the knockout power, and then you gotta have that fucking personality to make it, to sell yourself. And once you got all that. And then you can talk about getting into the sacred International Boxing Hall of Fame that all these fighters strive to become members of one of these days.
So you answer your own question right there. So after he finishes his career, you'll see his legacy.
I hope I'm around, my brother.
Well, that's what we say about a lot of fighters. They if nothing go wrong in their daily life, and their Lord bless them to live a good life, they should be still around.
Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He said, so y'all looking at a Tank versus Cruz rematch?
You never know what the stars may bring.
Well, another dope fire show.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear you, Coach.
No, I said, mm-hmm.
What you say?
I said, what is a complete fighter?
Complete fighter has got to have offense, obviously. He's got to have defensive skills. He's got to have knockout power. I think he's got to be sellable. He's got to have a personality. And
one more thing.
What's that one more thing?
You gotta get up off the canvas if you ever cross that bridge.
There you go.
That's a good one, Kenny. That's a good one. Yeah, because we've seen some great champions that hit the canvas and got back up.
That's what's Larry. I like that, man. I can't believe I forgot that one. To get off.
That's a good one.
Another question.
Yeah.
Now, Floyd is undefeated. He never been knocked down. So is he a complete fighter? He never got off the canvas.
I'm not gonna say that in here because you'll all jump all over me. But I think Floyd should have been tested a little more throughout his career. That's all I want to say.
You don't think he was tested enough? 50 fights.
It's all in fun. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah, he messing with you. He's trying to see where his point going at. So answer the question: do you think Floyd a complete fighter, even though he ain't touched the cameras?
I don't know, man. I think Floyd should have fought some fighters that had tested his chin a little more.
And who was that?
Like Shane Mosley in his prime at 135. Like Oscar a couple of years earlier. Definitely Manny a few years earlier.
But he fought him though.
Floyd fought smart, man. You know, it's a different thing.
He fought him though.
Wait a minute.
Floyd revolutionized boxing, bro. He fought smart, not hard. He said it, man. And I can't compare Floyd to fighters like Ray Robinson, man, because Ray Robinson.
Different era, different person.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Different era.
Ain't Shane Mosley younger than Floyd though?
Fighters peak at different ages in their career, man. Look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, at 25, he was done. 29, 30 years old. When he went in there with Lennox Lewis, he was a shell of himself. But still, he was younger than Lennox Lewis. So
Floyd didn't put the fighters in the rankings. He didn't put them in that position, but he fought them. Everybody his era. He didn't put them. He didn't make them champion. The Sanctions did it.
Yeah.
You can't blame Floyd though, right?
And they positioned him according. They positioned him according to what they did in the ring. And Floyd was the still man, still standing there. So when it was time for him to fight him, he fought him.
And don't forget, Floyd turned pro at 125, 130. Went all the way up to 154. Bad man.
That's why his name is called the Bible.
Bad man.
Smart man, too.
Yes. Can't take nothing from him.
Good guy.
Closing arguments.
Love over hate.
Love what you do and do what you do.
Damian Clark said, Floyd resume better than most of the older fighters. Appreciate your support, champ.
Hey, that's what made me a believer. When I went back and studied all the guys he fought, I said, yo, he was a bad man, yo. You can't take it from him.
Oh, I probably deleted it.
Him and Oscar got serious resumes. I went and re-looked at Oscar's resume. I'm like, damn, it's like a who's who when you scroll through his.
Oh, you done started something, bro. You gonna add another show to this.
We ain't going nowhere.
We're gonna add another show, man.
Oscar De La Hoya was a great amateur. He lost his biggest fights. Now, what resume? Talk to me. What resume?
I'm just talking about when you look at who he fight. I'm not talking about accomplishments or achievements.
One thing Oscar showed up. He showed up to fight.
Yo, they gonna get you when you go to LA.
He showed up. I'm speaking facts. He went up and fought. What's the one name with the Suns that fight today? He went up and beat him.
Vargas.
He beat Vargas,
Fernando Vargas.
And the fights that he did win that was controversial.
Hey, Bruce Gas.
No.
Floyd got a question for you.
Rating ourselves on. What are we rating on? Okay, well, we're gonna know in the least amount of fights. You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
the greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
That's what you close the show with, yo.
Well, Floyd was 50-0 in his career. Harry Greb was 50-0 in 1 year.
I got one more question, y'all. Who got the second highest gate?
But that doesn't make a fighter the best.
No. I know. Other than
he asked the question.
Who got the second highest gate other than Floyd?
Come on, Bruce.
What are you asking me for? What am I, the historian, bro? I'm just a fucking.
I'm going to tell you.
Up here.
Javante Tank Davis.
All right.
Floyd got the whole top 10. I think Floyd beat one. I think number 6 or something. One of his gates.
Yeah, he did.
So Tank got the second highest gate other than Floyd.
Hey, God bless him.
I got a question for you in regards to gates, Coach Kenny. Who got the first $1 million gate?
The first $1 million gate.
That would be Jack Dempsey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Own it?
What was I going to say? Muhammad Ali.
George Carpentier.
Yes, sir. What's crazy about George Carpentier, they said he started at flyweight, which is crazy to go from flyweight to heavyweight.
He got $1 million gate way back then.
Way back.
That's when they would build a stadium just for a fight. They go into the woods, cut the trees down, make the benches, still have the fucking sap on the benches. The people would be complaining, and they just have put 100,000 people in there, and fucking fight would be on. And a scorching
that was a great fight right there. Yeah, because the people came out to see it.
$1 million back in those days is crazy.
That's
especially
crazy.
Now you look at inflation, and boxing was also the first sport to be filmed too. I think in 1854 was like the first match that was ever filmed.
Wow,
that's what's up.
Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He said Canelo got the second highest gate versus Triple G.
Pardon me, 1894. I think it was. Yeah, boxing was the first sport to be filmed.
That's what's up.
But senior, my closing argument is this: small things, all things. It's easy to do, is also easy not to do.
That's a good one. I like that.
That was nice.
That was nice. It reminded me of my man Easy.
Yeah,
that was a nice one.
That was a nice one.
You got one for us, Bruce Gas? You got a closing argument?
I love boxing. Stay off the hard shit and continue to support the game. That's all I got to say, man.
That's what's up.
Hey, you got enough that one, y'all.
Hey, y'all
have a great night, man. Great show, man. Appreciate all y'all, man. Especially the fans, y'all. Stay tuned. It's coming at y'all.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Yes, sir. Hey, kid, I'd be glad to see you, man. Oh, he gone.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't on with it. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.